never get that lorry through there.
Harry!
Surprise, surprise!
Sure, how long has it been?
Yes, mate.
Surprise, surprise. Bringing people together with BT.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Welcome to another surprise. Well, we've got a lot of surprises for lots of people sitting here in our audience tonight, including one for a certain lady that only you at home can see at this very moment, so keep watching. But first, we're going to take a little leaf out of Lloyd Grossman's book and a peek through somebody's keyhole. Now, who'd live in this house like this? Well, surprise, surprise, you would, wouldn't you, Sandra King? Because it's your house we're talking about. Surprise, surprise, Sandra. Come down here and join me, please. Get out that seat. Get down here, Sandra. A little bit further up, because that's my spec, you see. That's my spec, Sandra. Well, welcome to Surprise, Surprise. Well, that was your house that we saw there. Let's have another look at it. Here's another photograph. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, I like that big hunk. Who is that big hunk there hanging on your wall? Jeff. It's Jeff. Jeff who? Jeff Capes, is that right? You're mad about Jeff Capes, aren't you? Yes. Now, what has Jeff Capes got that, you know, no other man's got for you?
Muscles, fantastic body. He's
Muscles,
gorgeous.
Fantastic body, and he's absolutely gorgeous. Well, you know, your daughter Erin told me all about you, you see. And she says that, you know, you love Jeff Capes because he's got the muscles and he's gorgeous, but you particularly like him in a tuxedo.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That's why he's hanging on your wall in the kitchen, so he definitely brightens up your day.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Would it be safe to say, Xandra, that you'd love to be swept off your feet by Jeff Capes?
Yes, I would.
You would? Well, surprise, surprise, that moment has arrived. Because here he is, complete with a tuxedo. Here's your idol, Jeff Capes. Come in, Jeff. Come and sweep her off her feet.
Settle down now.
Have you ever felt like a gooseberry? There you did. You swept her off her feet. How do you feel? As the earth moved for you? Yes. She feels all wobbly.
Lovely.
And there's the great man himself. Now that you're here, Jeff, I mean, are you going to do a bit of lifting weights for us tonight?
Oh, no. A woman lift.
You're going to do a woman's lift?
Oh, yes.
Oh. But I noticed you've got 2 chairs here, so you need another person here, don't you?
Well, surprise, surprise, Cilla.
No. You don't want to see me on this. No, there's an awful lot of people out there, men and women alike out there, Jeff. They would love you to lift them up. Lots
sure.
out there. In fact, I shall go and choose one. See in a minute, Sandra. Yes, who shall I pick? Cilla's coming amongst you. I mean, never mind about the women tonight. We could even have a fella like you, sweetheart. Oh, sorry about that.
A woman lift.
Oh. You want a woman to lift?
Not wearing a
What a
skirt.
shame, because I quite liked your face. What's your name, sweetheart?
Richard.
Richard. Would you like our Jeff to lift you up?
I'm easy.
You're in. Not that easy, not that easy. Keep yourself to yourself tonight, because he did say a woman, and you're very much a man, Richard. Enjoy the rest of the show. Women, we're talking women here. We're talking women here. Surprise, surprise! Hello, what's your name?
Lorna.
Lorna. Now, there's our big Jeff down there. How'd you fancy being lifted up by him?
Oh, I wouldn't say no. Why not?
Come on then, Lorna! Oh, you wouldn't say no. There you go.
Sit down, then.
Wow. Away.
Right,
Away,
now listen,
Lorna.
this is going to be hopefully easy. Just hold it like you would do on a swing in the park, OK, when I lift it
Hold
up.
what? Hang on. Hold what? Like you would hold on a swing.
The handle.
Oh, the handles, yes.
Fine, OK.
All right.
So when I pick this up, I just want you to... That's it, fine. Here
All
we
right,
go.
Sandra. And you're going to lift both the girls up?
Yep.
Oh, I think this deserves a little bit of a drum roll. Ray, can we have a drum roll, please?
Okay.
Take your time, Jeff. Go on, Jeff. Yeah, go on, Jeff, yes. Oh, Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Well done. Give us a
Thank you very much.
Away.
Lovely.
Away, Sandra. I can see what you can see in our Jeff here. Do you fancy another sweep? What are you waiting for,
Come on,
Jeff?
then.
Sweep her off her feet. See you later, Sandra. Thank you very much, Jeff Case, ladies and gentlemen. Well, oh, Lorna, was that a nice surprise for you?
That was beautiful.
That was super. Now, Lorna, I think one good turn deserves another. I really do. I really do. Now, I know an awful lot about you. Now, 33 years ago, you weren't born in this country for a start. You were born in Jamaica. And 33 years ago... yes. Well, you've got your lovely daughter, Antoinette. You owe it all to her. Now, she tells me that you left Jamaica when you were just 7 years of age. You left your mum and all your family and came to live here. Is that right? And ever since then, you've been trying to get back to see all your family in Jamaica. Now, do you think you ever will?
Don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know.
Well, surprise, surprise, I do know. Because, surprise, surprise, I've got return tickets just for you, right in this envelope here, to go and visit your mum and your 11 brothers in Jamaica, and you're going to take your daughter, who's just 16, with you. All right, Lorna? There you go. It's all yours, sweetheart. It's all yours. All right, there's the ticket. All right? Oh, super. I love my job, I really do. Well, you know, the other week I had to go to hospital. I wasn't like that, I'm only kidding. I called in to the Westmoreland General Hospital up there in Cumbria to give a few surprises to some of the staff. And this is what happened. This week I've come all the way up to Cumbria to pay a surprise visit to Westmoreland General Hospital. And our first surprise takes place in the kitchen, so see you there. Mario! Mario! Hello, everyone. Mario, surprise, surprise. What's your job here, Mario?
Catering assistant.
You are. Oh, I love your uniform, by the way. I love that hat. Mind you, you don't always wear this uniform, do you?
No.
In your spare time. In your spare time, is it true that you wear the white suit, the black tie, and the shoes, and you sing Elvis songs? You do? How long have you been doing Elvis?
Oh, 25 years.
25 years. Well, surprise, surprise, you're going to do Elvis for us right here today. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's going to be terrific. Well, you've sung him. You've done it for 25 years. I do believe you have raised money, lots of money for charity.
Yeah.
So, well, what are you waiting for? Because everybody at the hospital tells me they call you the Kendall Elvis. Oh.
Well, it's been known, yeah.
It has been known. Well, I tell you what, we've got the dancers. We've got the coffee. We've got a lovely suit for you. I think you're going to look lovely in gold.
Gold?
Yeah. We've even brought our own stage with us. All we need is the singer and the song. How are you fixed for doing a bit of jailhouse rock? Oh, well, I'll think about you. Get rocking, Mario. I've got to go towards 3 now, all right?
Yep.
See you later. Sister Chapman! Sister Chapman! Surprise, surprise! Surprise, surprise, Sister Chapman! I know an awful lot about you, sister. I really do.
Me.
I do. They tell me, everybody tells me that you run a very tight ship here in this world. Is that right? Yes. And they also tell me that...
everybody gone?
Oh, we've written them away. They also everybody tells me that you're a very caring person as well.
Oh, I hope so, but gosh.
Now, what is this machine? Tell me about this machine that you've been looking for. I mean, you've written off to several charities without no luck, but you want this machine to make, lives a bit more easy, especially for the patients on hot summer days.
Ice machine, an ice-making machine, yes.
Yes, you've been looking for one of them?
I have indeed, yes. We've all been looking for one of them.
What's that noise, that kid? That's not an ice machine, is it?
No.
It's the air conditioner.
Something's gone sadly wrong up there, yeah.
So you're looking for this ice machine?
Sure are, yeah.
Well, I think that's just what the doctor ordered, because surprise, surprise, we've got you an ice machine. Yes, we have, sweetheart. And here to deliver it. Do you ever watch TV's Casualty?
Yes.
Oh, we've got that super Dr. Rob to deliver it to you. And here he is coming in now.
Hello.
Here he is.
Good. Oh, how
Jason
super.
Middington. Say hello to Jason.
Thanks very much. So,
How do you do? Well, on behalf of
Superb.
Surprise,
Thanks
Surprise
very much.
and Casualty, I'd like to give you this wonderful ice-making machine. Now, you're not a relation of Dr. Julian Chapman, are you?
I wish I was.
I think I can give it to you then. Congratulations.
Thanks very much indeed, Where the staff have been absolutely delighted, and the patients will really get an improved service with this. That's absolutely superb. We're
Well,
absolutely delighted. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Well, we'll be going back to the hospital to see Mario's Elvis performance a bit later on. But meanwhile, there's a lady here in our audience who's just as wild in her own way. Now, this lady runs a guest house up there in York. Yes, surprise, surprise. It's you I'm talking about, Iris Jordan. Iris, where are you, love? Iris, you're way up there at the back. Iris Jordan. Iris, come down and join me, please.
Lord, I'll kill him.
Pardon, you'll kill them. Have a sit down there, not just yet, sweetheart. Now, Iris, I mean, you are a bit of a raver, I hear.
Oh, I tried to be.
You try to be a raver, and you a grandmother. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, you run this lovely guest house, I've heard, up in York. But you like to give them a bit of a turn, don't you?
Yeah, my heart's going 50 to
Your heart's going 50 to the dozen. Well, it's good for your heart, this. A lovely surprise is good for the heart. Now, is it true that when your lovely guests turn up at this guest house in York, that you do a turn for them? The karaoke goes on.
Yes.
And you get up and you go mental when you put this leopard skin... you put this leopard skin miniskirt on. And you put the wig on. And you strut your stuff. And you become Tina Turner. Well, what does everybody say when you do that?
Well, they just
clap and ask for more and...
Oh, they do? Well, surprise, surprise, we're going to clap and ask for more because I pinched you in. I have got the dress here, I've got your wig. All we need is you, Iris, to get ready, donned in that wig and in that miniskirt. Now, let's have a look at your legs. Beautiful. Yes. And the tights are clean and well paid for.
Oh, yes.
Right. All we want you to do is to go off now, get changed into the mini, into the wig, and we shall see you later as Tina Turner. Go on, Grandma. Off you go. Oh, and we shall all look forward to that. Well, now, here's something that you might be able to help us with. We're looking for a man by the name of Alex Morrison, who was originally from Bogsley, Londonderry in Northern Ireland. He was last seen by his sister 39 years ago, although a family friend called William Lindsay bumped into him about 5 years ago in Kirkcaldy in Scotland. Now, both his sister Sally Morrison and his son Alex are desperate to see him. So please, if you are watching out there, Alex, get in touch. You can phone us on 071 222 8070. Now, you know, one of the things I'm not very good at is writing letters. Are you? Do you write letters a lot out there? No. I never know what to say. It doesn't bother some people, though. In fact, there's a lady with us tonight who you at home saw earlier. Now, this lady has been writing to her friend for over 60 years. And surprise, surprise, her name is Edith Harding. Where are you, Edith? Edith, where are you, sweetheart? Come down and join Cilla on the sofa. Tell me all about it, Chuck. Here she is. Hello, Edith. Sit yourself down, Who? Well, all will be revealed. Now, Edith, you have been writing letters to a certain person for over 60 years. Now, who is that certain person?
Pen friend in New Zealand.
A pen friend. What's her name?
Mary.
Mary Flett. Yes. Now, how many times have you met Mary Flett?
Never.
You've been writing to her for 60 years. Well, how did you start writing to her?
I saw her address in a magazine that asked for pen friends.
Yes. So both of you, but you must have been, you won't mind me saying, you are 80 years young now. So you were 20 when you started writing. So you've written all about your marriages and your families and everything throughout the ages.
Yeah.
And in all those 60 years, you've never, ever met.
No.
Well, surprise, surprise, Edith. You're going to meet your special pen friend tonight, because here she is. We've flown her all the way over from New Zealand. Here she is. You've been writing to her 60 years. It's Mary, Mary Flett. Come in, Mary. I thought you've been writing to each other for 60 years. Yes. Have you got writer's cramp?
No.
Not yet. Is she everything you thought she would be?
Yes, of course.
I bet you for 60 years you've got an awful lot to catch up on, haven't you? And you don't even have to write this time. You can say it all to her face. I shall see you later for a drink, and cheers to you both. We're going to take a break right there. But join us in a couple of minutes, because we'll have lots more surprises. I'm so pleased for you both. See you then.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Welcome back. Well, now they say that we're a sporting nation. Well, I am. I'm very sporty. Now, next to football, I absolutely adore tennis. I love watching Wimbledon on the telly. And talking about tennis, I saw a couple of people knocking a ball about the other day. Have a look at this. Yes, and surprise, surprise, it's you two, Eddie Wickett and Matthew Trudgeon. Come down here, because I've got ever such a problem with me backhand. Come on, lads. Come here, Matthew, you first. Oh, Matt, oh, you're a big lad. Have a sit down there. Oh, hello, Eddie. Hello, Eddie. Oh, have a sit down there. Well, you two absolutely adore. You do adore tennis, don't you? Well, I know you do, Sunshine, because, I mean, you've won everything in sight. Now, Eddie, put me right on this. He's actually won all the county tennis tournaments before he reached the age of 10.
Yes, he ruled Cornwall especially. This is the county we come from, anyway.
And he's not 12 yet. You're a big lad, aren't you, Matthew? And you're currently the Southwest champion.
That's right. Yes, he's taken over.
Well, I know largely this is all due to you because you're a friend of the family. And I do believe that you first spotted young Matthew here, just knocking a few balls around in the street, is that right?
Playing in my street with my son, just knocking a few balls around, and I told him to come along to my little sessions on a Saturday afternoon with the other kids. And along he came with his Mars bars and crisps and cokes, and he was way out here then, this big boy, you know.
Oh, he was way out. Oh, I know the feeling well. Way out there, just like my Bobby. He's way out there. You're trimmed down, you're a big lad. You're not 12 yet. Now, what do you think of his prospects? I mean...
Very good, very good. If somebody could get a hold of him now, I think he could be a very good player in the future. He's got to be, especially for his size and power now at 11 years old. I mean, 11 is it's crippling now.
Now, Matthew, would you like to be, you know, a Wimbledon champion? Yeah. You really would. But you've never ever been, have you, Matthew? Well, surprise, surprise, you're both going to Wimbledon this year. And you're both going to be there on the centre court watching the men's singles. How do you feel about that?
Lovely.
Lovely? Absolutely gobsmacked, Matthew?
Yeah.
And that's not it. Here to present those very same tickets is former Wimbledon champion, the one and only Pat Cash, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't realise how lucky you are, but the LTA have done a one-off. They've given you 2 tickets to the Wimbledon men's final this year. They're not going to do it again. I think it's the only time it's ever been done. And an LTA membership as well. Ooh. There you go. They're all yours.
Oh, Now, Pat, I happen to know that he's got a book in his bedroom. It's very dog-eared, and it's your book that he's got there, haven't you, young Matthew?
Right.
Yes. So he absolutely adores you as well.
Oh, you're on the right track then, anyway.
You wouldn't have a personal memento to promise him, you know, because you wear that... Yeah. You did. I'm so pleased I remembered. There's the headband there. Isn't that lovely?
There you go.
Isn't that terrific? Oh, isn't that great? Well, Eddie, I'm so pleased with you. Keep up the good work with young Matthew. And Matthew, we hope... Show your lovely face, because you keep looking down. We want to remember this face, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Our future Wimbledon champion. Well done, Matthew and Eddie, and well done, Pat Cash. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Off you go, lads. Thank you. Oh, Pat Cash. Now, he could serve me any time. He could. And I actually touched him. No. Well, now, I want to tell you about 2 brothers, Peter and Paul Tuvey, who were brought up in the Shirley Oaks Children's Home in Croydon. Here's a picture of them at a Christmas party. Now, Peter's the one on top wearing the party hat, and that's his brother Paul at the bottom. And here's a more recent picture of Paul. Now, Paul left the home in 1966, and that was the last Peter saw of him. Now, ever since then, Peter has been searching for his brother. So, Paul, if you are watching, or indeed anyone who may be able to help, please give us a ring on 071 222 8070. Or you can write to us at this address, Surprise Surprise, London Weekend Television, Upper Ground, London, SE1 9LT. Now remember my surprise visit to Westmoreland General Hospital. Mario did his Elvis act and surprised us all. Well, Mario, what can I say? That was absolutely terrific. Did you enjoy yourself?
Very much so.
And I love those lashes.
I do.
Do you know, they're one of my old pair, you realise?
Keeping him then.
You're absolutely wonderful, wasn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. And it's terrible, because you know what you've got to do now? You've got to go back to the kitchens and cook. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario and our lovely dancers here, well done. Off you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, since I've been at Westmoreland Hospital, I've met lovely people here. I had lots of chats with lots of you out there. And one name keeps cropping up all the time. Now, this certain lady, she's been working here for over 20 years. She works on Ward 7, and her name keeps cropping up. And surprise, surprise, it's you, Bridget Macaulay. Come up here, sweetheart. I want to have words with you. Come on, Bridget. Get yourself up here. You're on the telly now, Bridget.
Oh, don't, please. I couldn't stand that.
Pardon? What can't you stand, Bridget?
Publicity, yes.
Is it true? Well, I'll ask you a few questions, because I found a little bit of information about you. Now, did you celebrate a very big celebration with your Angus, your lovely husband, quite recently?
Ruby wedding?
How many years is that?
40.
40 years wed. Do you get anything for that? Who said a medal? That's not nice. 40 years.
40 years.
Now, did you have a very big family get-together?
Son, wife,
Yes.
two grandchildren.
2 grandchildren.
Yes,
but you've got
we've
quite a
11
big
altogether.
family, haven't you?
Yes, we're 5
How many
altogether.
children have you got?
5.
5. So they weren't all with you at this family
No, they
gathering?
weren't, no.
Well, where were they then, Chuck?
2 in Australia.
2 in Australia. What were their names?
Ruth and Angus.
Oh, I see.
And,
And when was the last time you were all together? I believe it was when your eldest son, Anthony, got married 15 years ago.
I think it was, really. Yeah.
Well, surprise,
was.
surprise, Bridget. Your family's going to be with you all together today, because we've flown
Believe it.
all the way from Australia. Here's your Angus and Ruth. All the way from Austria is your Sheila, Neil, and Anthony. Not forgetting husband Angus. Take a break there, so see you all in a couple of minutes. See you then.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
welcome back. Well, at this very moment, Marie Robbins and her friends are having a bit of a get-together up there in Grimsby. And there she is. Yeah, she's quite unaware that we can see her. Any minute now, she's going to get a surprise phone call from me. Now, it's quite a long phone, yes. So bear with us, won't you?
Well, I don't know. Were you... Excuse me, there's a...
Hello?
Hello, could I speak to Marie, please? Marie Robbins.
Marie Robbins?
Yes, please.
Excuse